Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be going over the June 22nd baseball games. Just want to make sure we're live. Yeah, it worked. June 22nd baseball games. We got 15 of them, so not too much to go over before that, but I just want to say Franco, he's here. He made a great debut last night. Everyone was excited to see what this kid was capable of, and he did not disappoint. And we'll get to that game. That's about halfway through the reviews. You can skip ahead with all the timestamps and fun stuff like that. Otherwise, we're just going to jump into it. I'm also 10 subscribers away from 100, so if you are not a subscriber and you're watching this video, please hit that like, hit that subscription button. 10 away, and we might do a giveaway along the way, and we'll see if we get to that point. But let's jump into it. 15 games. We got starting things off. Reds 10, Twins 7, and it was almost disaster for the Reds in this one. Getting out to about a 4-2 lead halfway through, and even 7-2 leads going into that 8th inning. And the Reds bullpen has just been taxed over the past couple of days, going into extra innings, going into late close games. And this is just another one of those issues that with the Reds, and they gave up 5 in the bottom of the 8th to tie the game, but luckily for them, they were saved by Tyler Naquin's 12th home run of the season in that 9th inning, a 3-run home run, making the difference and letting them take this one for a win. They really needed a win here. Bernhardt also hits a home run this game, 4th this season. For the Twins, we have a few. Jeffers his 5th, Kepler his 6th, Larnach his 5th. Cruz had a nice 3-hit night himself, but they fell a little bit short. Oberg goes 4.14 earned runs, 2 Ks, and Wade Miley, with the bullpen really tired out, he went 7-2 earned runs, 6 Ks, and you see that the bullpen still comes in. They had 4 guys that they needed to use to get through 2 innings, so a little bit of a rough one for the Reds, but we get to move on, and they win that one. Astros 3, Orioles 1, and Orioles didn't get beat up too bad in this one. They only give up 3 runs, and it was tied pretty much until the end. 7th inning is what it took for the Astros to pull away. Straw hitting his 2nd home run of the season. We have no home runs for the Orioles, but Williams Castle had a nice 2-hit night. His average is definitely creeping towards 300 after a slow start to the season. We're starting to see him really get to form. Jorge Lopez goes 6.12 earned run, 6 Ks, and Greinke 7.11 earned run, 4 Ks. Great outing for Greinke. Good outing for Lopez. Low-scoring game overall. Washington Nationals 3, Phillies 2, and Max Scherzer was a little heated in this one after being checked for the sticky stuff, but they got to be doing it, and you see them doing it in pretty much every game right now, checking these pitchers, their gloves, their hats, their belts. Some of them are pretty funny in how they react, and Scherzer did not disappoint. He was pretty pissed, almost insulted, it seemed like, that he was being asked, but it's got to be what it's got to be. No home runs coming from the Nationals, and we have Harper hitting his 9th of the season, Hoskins his 16th. And the Nationals, this is a clutch win for them. They are now tied with the Phillies in the standings, 34 and 36. And honestly, they're working their way to 500. And given what we're going to get to in a second with the Mets and their injuries, wow, they're going to have a good chance here. Scherzer goes 5-1 earned runs, 8 Ks, and Wheeler 3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks. He has a rough outing. He has 73 pitches in those 3 innings. Probably is one of his roughest outings of the season. He's 5-4 on the season with a 2.36 ERA. You don't see an ERA that low too often, and basically a 500 record for the pitchers. Brad Hand comes in 16th save of the season, and Nationals, they're chipping away at that lead for show. Pirates 6, White Sox 3, and both these two teams are streaking in opposite directions, and it's not the way you would think it is. The Pirates are on a little bit of a tear here, winning at least 3 of their last 4, and the White Sox, I think, have lost 5 in a row now, going back to that Houston sweep, and hoping to bounce back with the Pirates, but falling short here. The Pirates were up 2-0 before blowing the lead in the top of the 7th here. White Sox taking 3, but they answered right back with 4 runs of their own. Adam Frazier hits his 3rd home run of the season. Grant Dahl had a 3-run shot. Pretty much the only offense the White Sox got going, and it's his 11th of the season. Giolito goes 6, 200 runs, 7 Ks. Tyler Anderson, 6.2, 300 runs, 4 Ks. Not too much more to do there. Rodriguez hitting his 9th save of the season. Royals 6, Yankees 5, and the Yankees need to be winning these games. They're just not finding the form to get these streaks going, and this is just a prime example. They're up in this game 2-0, and then it's 2-2, and then the Royals actually take a lead. The Yankees have a big top of the 8th inning, 4 runs where they basically make it 6 to, or no, what did they make it? Oh, I'm looking at the Royals. You got this backwards. Royals had a huge 4-run 8th, which made them get the 6-run lead here, and the Yankees answer back, but they fall a little bit short. They got Luke Voit back, though, yesterday, which was a big story. He comes back to the Yankees and hits his 2nd home run of the season. Higashioka, his 6th of the season, and LeMahieu, his 6th as well. So the Yankees still hitting home runs, but they fell short in this one. O'Hearn, his 4th. Garrett Cole, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks. He's getting a lot of no decisions and not getting the wins. For whatever reason, the Yankees are rough when he's on the mound. And the blown save goes to Loisiga. Totally getting that name wrong, and I know he's been lights out for the Yankees. Brady Singer, 3.2, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. 96 pitches to get through basically 4 innings. But Greg Holland comes in for the 5th save of his season. Moving along, we have the Tigers 8 and Cardinals 2. And it's kind of been one of those times where if the Cardinals lose, then the Cubs probably win. And the Brewers always matching the Cubs lately, so they probably win. We'll get to that in a short bit. Tigers got out swinging with a 6-run 4th inning and didn't really have to look back. Jonathan Scope continuing to tear the ball. 14th home run of the season. He's probably hit 7 in the past 2 weeks, it feels like. He had a nice 2-hit, 3 RBI performance. On the other side, the Cardinals' offense has been dead. They had a 6-hit night, left 16 guys on base, just following short. Oviedo, 3.2, 2 earned runs, 1 K. Skubal, 4.2, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks. He had a good outing. And this win for the Tigers. Moving along, we got Wander Franco's debut, but unfortunately he falls a little bit short here, going to 11 innings where the Red Sox put up a 4 spot to win this one, 9-5. Getting to Franco here. He had a nice 2-hit, 3 RBI performance, and as we all know, he hit his first career hit, was a home run off of Rodriguez in that 5th inning, a 3-run bomb, which actually ended up tying this game 5-5. On the other side, Renfroe hits his 9th of the season. Edward Rodriguez goes 6, 3 earned runs, 7 Ks. Nice little performance for him, bringing that ERA down. For Tampa, they went to the bullpen strategy, only bringing Yarborough in for 2 innings because he got beat around for 5 earned runs. And Colin McHugh actually pitches the most innings in this game with 3. Tampa falls a little short, and honestly, Boston now leading the division again, so that really, really hot streak that the Rays had has finally dried up a bit here. They're hoping Franco really gets a boost to them right now. He looks like he could. Braves 3, Mets 0, and Charlie Morton was dealing, so that's back-to-back games now. Charlie Morton has dealt pretty good. Nice 3 earned run support here. Swanson hitting his 12th home run of the season. The big story here for the Mets is Stroman leaving the game after 1 inning with an injury, and it seems like the Mets just can't seem to get away from the injury bug, and it keeps getting worse and worse. I think they're down to basically 2 starters, and they're going to be having some trouble along the way here. Morton goes 7, 0 earned runs, 11 Ks, and Will Smith coming in for that 15th save of the season. So as much as the Mets are on top of the division, it's going to be really hard for them to hold it without any pitchers, without a lot of injuries they've been dealing with. It's pretty disastrous for the Mets. Blue Jays 2, Marlins 1, and the Marlins were at 1-0 off the bat of a Sanchez home run. However, the Blue Jays answered back. 6th inning and 9th inning, they put up some runs of their own. No home runs, just generated. Guerrero Jr., 2-hit, 1 RBI performance, continues to just have an MVP caliber season. We see Ross Stripling go 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. And ever since that game where he came in the 2nd inning, he's been amazing. Alcantara falls short in the no decision, 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 Ks. He's been great, but just didn't get the run support, which has been pretty typical for these Marlins starters all season long. Moving along, we got the Cubs 7, Indians won, and the Cubs taking a win here when the Cardinals lose, which has been pretty big pattern as of late. We have some home runs. Chris Bryant, 14th of the season. Contreras, his 12th. Wisdom, his 10th. And on the other side, we have none for the Indians. Indians pretty much got beat up on this one, 5-0. About halfway through, they put up 1 run. Only a couple guys with single hits, no multi-hit game for anyone. Kyle Hendricks goes 6, 0 earned runs, 5 Ks. And on the other side, we have Morgan going 0-2 on the season now, 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 9 Ks. He's falling a little bit short. And the Indians, it's a series of split now, right? So we're going to be going to a rubber match today, and both these teams are really looking to get some sort of streak going. And the Cubs trying to bounce back from that losing streak that they've been on. The Indians trying to make up some ground on the White Sox while the White Sox are struggling. So we could see it go either way. Hopefully, it's some excitement. We can move on. We got the A's 13, Rangers 6. A's, we're not happy losing that game yesterday, the Rangers, so they came out firing and were up 9-0 after the third and didn't really have to look back. Even though the Rangers answered with 4 in the fifth and a couple later, they were too short and too little too late. We have Evan White hitting his 3rd home run of the season. Joey Gallo, his 13th for the Rangers. And on the other side, Matt Chapman, his 9th. Laureano, his 13th. So a couple of guys there. Laureano had a nice 3-hit, 2 RBI performance, and Chapman had a 3-run home run. Irving went 5 for 3 and runs, 4 Ks. He's now 5-7 on the season. He's the one guy on the A's who has that losing record, but his ERA is still pretty good, and they bring in their bullpen and get it done. Hearn only lasts 0.2, 4 earned runs, and they actually bring in Lyles midway through this game, and he pitches 6 innings, which is, you don't see that too often. Moving along, we got the Giants 5, Angels 0. Giants won 5-0 after 2. Didn't have to look back after that. And they managed to shut out the Angels, which is pretty, not normal, but it's been a scene that we see a lot with the Giants. These low scoring, shut another team game. I think they probably leading the league in 1-0 wins this season. Wilmer Flores hits his 7th. Dubon hits his 5th home run of the season. And I think Crawford had a nice 3-hit performance there at the bottom of the lineup. Very nice. You see the bottom of the lineup for the Giants really coming through with 6 hits, which is always good. Desclafani continues to be that guy who goes deep into ball games, keeping it low scoring. 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 9 Ks, just a monster outing. And Henny goes 6, 5 earned runs, 10 Ks. Keeping Ohtani off the board with just a walk. The Giants pick up a nice win there. Brewers 5, D-backs 0. So the Brewers have to win because the Cubs won and they have to keep pace. That's how it's been going. And they take care of the Diamondbacks after they were the ones who let the Diamondbacks finally win a game. So they had to answer back. They can't lose back-to-back to the Diamondbacks team. And it'd be pretty, I don't think you recover from that, to be honest. They held the Diamondbacks to a 2-hit night off Freddie Peralta, who's been great. 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 10 Ks. Zach Gallen, he's working his way back. He's up to 68 pitches in this one. 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. Diamondbacks really could use this guy back. Let's be honest. He's a big part of this team and probably their best pitcher on the mound for most nights. Home run runs, we got Colton Wong hitting his 6th, and Yelich, he's back on the board hitting his 4th of the season. He had a 2-hit night. His ERAs or his average is creeping back up. It's up to 260. It's creeping its way back up. Moving along with the Padres 3, Dodgers 2, and this is a back-to-back wins now for the Padres. The Padres have won 6 in a row since coming at home. Definitely something to keep your eye on. But this is interesting because the Dodgers are not being able to handle these Padres. And every time I give them a little bit of an edge in the power rankings, they seem to disappoint me, which seems to be the case here. They're down 3-0. They added 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, but too little, too late. Barnes hitting his 9th, or his 3rd home run of the season. For the Padres, we got Cronenworth hitting his 10th. Welcome to the 10 home run club. And Kim hitting his 5th. Snell last 5 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 5 Ks. And Kershaw goes 6, 3 earned runs, 7 Ks. Snell getting the win now, 3-3 on the season. Big win for the Padres. Back-to-back wins, etc., etc. Last game, we got Mariners 2, Rockies 1, and this one was close. Like, it was 1-0, and then it was 1-1 after 7, and the Mariners add 1 in the 8th to make it good. Long Jr. I think that's back-to-back nights now where he's kind of a hero. He hits his second home run of the season in the 8th, which ends up being the winning run, which is huge. And CJ Cron hitting his 10th of the season, which is the only run for the Rockies. And the Rockies were held to 4 hits here, leaving home. A little bit of a struggle in Safeco. Makes sense. Flexen goes 6.2, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. And Freeland goes 6, 1 earned run, and 7 Ks. Both these pitchers had great outings. Both of them have their opportunities to do these kind of things. So I think that's it. That basically wraps up the 15 games from last night. Let me know what you guys thought of the games you watched, what maybe highlight I didn't see or forgot to mention, etc., etc. We'll keep the discussion going in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember, 10 subs away from 100. So if you have that red button down there, smash it, join the team, and we will see you guys for the next video.